Hello guys, hope everyone's okay. Well, we've filmed 3 videos in quick succession on the progress of our Mute Swans. We'll put those up in the next 4 or 5 days. So all 3, the first one and the third one are from the gravel pits where we've got Claude and Maud, and the second is from Grebe Lake where we've now got 2 swans nests, which is a bit unheard of. So hope you enjoy them. It's all happening out there. Quick shout out guys to a really good friend of mine, Dwayne from Iowa. Dwayne is a fantastic photographer and wins awards, gets his work published. You've got to go and visit Dwayne. I'll put the link in the description. And the ambience, the atmosphere of Dwayne's videos is absolutely fantastic. That guy agrees too. So go and visit Dwayne, Bonfire Photography. Cheers. Morning guys, a lot of wildlife on the reserve this morning, but no sign of our swans. So last week we last swan update video, this is another one. It's now, what's the date, Bob? 7th of March today. Yeah. And we've got, when we came out last, we had 14 swans on this reserve. Absolutely unheard of, considering we only had 2 for the whole of last year. The first mere, we've been to the first mere, no sign of any swans. This mere, no sign of any swans. So we're looking first of all for Claude and Maud, because we thought we'd name them, because actually it's getting so confusing, and we can identify which ones are which. So let's go and have a look for Claude and Maud and see also if we can see any of the other ones, which will be quite amazing. Well, we just found the main swan pair, Claude and Maud. And they're on this fairly big, this is the second biggest mere. This is where they had their nest last year, so they're still here. This is where we left them last time. I had all these swans turn up. So what we'll do now is we'll wander up to the main lake and see if we've still got 10 swans up there. Okay, so here's an update. You got 10 swans still on this main lake. I think we've got a dominant pair this end. You can see them probably close here. I'll cut the photographs up. This is like the border, and then the other side of the border you've got another pair just there, and in the far end on the opposite bank you've got 2 more, i.e. 1 more pair, so 3 pairs, and there's still 4 juveniles, including I think the cygnet is still over there, probably last year's cygnet, we don't really know. And we'll follow them all through the whole season and see who ends up with cygnets and how the whole thing pans out. But this is a bit of a new thing for me to see all these swans on this lake. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we've definitely got 12 now on this lake. Got 2 at the bottom, 2 you can see swimming down towards them, 4 here. These are the 4 young ones, including the cygnet just down here. We've got 2 across on the dividing line, and then 2 that swam down to the right. Those 2 are Max and Edith. It's going to be interesting to see how this all pans out through the year. I really don't think that we're going to get more than 2 nests on this reserve, but I could be completely wrong. Yeah, there just doesn't seem to be anywhere that's safe for them. Maybe just down here, but you get dog down here if the water levels drop. Anyway, we'll see. Interesting stuff. So these guys are new. This is Harry and Sally, and this is the 4th pair that we've got on this reserve. And these guys are in. They can sort of, you can feel that they think this is a good little area for them. But we've already got 2 of a pair further up to the other side. and as I speak, here they come. Hi guys, so just trying to give you an update of where we are with our swans. I'm coming to an area that I know they frequent on this end of the lake. We've only got one here at the moment. Will be a 2.5-year-old, so it wasn't born last year, born the year before, in a little flock of about 4 or 5 others, which I'm going to go and have a look at in a second, including our yesterday. There were 2 cygnets here, and I think they're probably the 2 cygnets that were fledged from this lake. You remember there was 3, one was predated but the other 2 fledged, and I'm wondering whether they're now back in this little mini flock. But let's go and have a look, shall we? Okay, so we've got 1 cygnet, 2 cygnets and 2 sub-adults, which so we've got 4 more here. So I'm basically saying now we've got 10 on this reserve, and then we've got 4 breeding pairs, of which 2 we've got a good chance, the other 2 probably haven't. Hello guys, careful. over here. We got, looks like 2 sub-adults and a cygnet. Hello. You ain't going to find a nest site on this bit, are you? Not with all these others around, and all these others are probably going to have to leave. Oh, wow, there's a bit of a display. Look at this. Whoa. You have to go. They're such beautiful birds to watch. So just trying to explain why we name these swans. Well, the reason is there are so many of them now on this reserve, and we can identify them. An adult swan has a much redder orange beak, very bright, compared to the young ones. If you look at the cygnet over there, I'll try and zoom in, but they have a grey beak. The adults have a much more pronounced red orange, and also you can tell the males from the females. The males have a much bigger knob on their beak than the females, especially in the breeding season. So we can identify all these from by age. A 2.5-year-old or 2-year-old will have a less red bill. It'll be somewhere between the grey and that red orange, that bright red orange. So we can identify all these swans. It's great. It's really great to watch them. Just absolutely fantastic. So I hope you enjoy the season, because it's going to be quite exciting. Only 2 cygnets. I think these 2, this one and one over there, were the swans, the young that survived this year, into this year from last year. So let's see how many we can get on these reserves in the next 9 months. All right, Frank, how are you? Must be quite nerve-wracking waiting for your young ones. Ah, look at that out there. There's a bird on the swan on the bank.
Yeah, I see.